Alright, audio check. Okay, it looks like we're on. Hold on 1 second. Monitoring my bandwidth because it's fluctuating quite a bit. Well, anyways, welcome to another episode of Flights of Guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a great day or great night so far. So as you can see, we are back at the cockpit of an A10 Warthog. On this mission, we're going to do, what do you call this? Let me just read my mission notes here. Yeah. Okay, that's not a pro move. We need to know what our mission is. So on this mission, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be providing, of course, close air support. Majority of the missions, done by the A10 Warthog are close air support missions. But particularly in this mission, we are going to be providing an escort for a convoy. That's going to be departing from Camp ASUS, which is the main army base here in this region. If you guys are familiar with the campaign and you haven't been following my stream for the past couple of I guess like weeks that I've been doing this campaign. This is a campaign called Operation Piercing Fury, and in this campaign, Georgia is joining NATO, and there's a lot of parties that do not agree with that decision and are causing a lot of problems for the government. And we are here to provide security, and that's why the flight of hogs that we are playing are here. We're a flight of 4 hogs, and our job is to make the place obviously secure and perform additional missions based on the requirements of the field commanders in the area. So we are going to be accompanying a convoy of 4 Humvees that's going to be departing from Camp ASUS, and from there we're going to see what happens. But this is going to be like a babysitting mission essentially. But it never really plays out like that, simply because there's a lot of surprises that typically thrown our way. I like this mission and campaign. And we're gonna see what happens. I didn't play this campaign linearly. I typically skip one mission to the next. But let's see what sort of curveballs are thrown our way this time around. I appreciate you joining me on this short stream. I'm gonna. It's been a while since I last streamed. I think it was last week. Yeah, let's get started. Let's don't delay any further. So anyway, we're gonna start the aircraft now. First thing that we're gonna need to do is turn on the battery power. I'm going to turn on our inverter, our APU generator, and I'm going to switch on my APU on my throttle quadrant, and then I'm going to close the canopy. There we go. A couple of other things that we need to set up here is the CDU and the EGI. And then we're going to set up our lighting, or external lighting position. I'm going to flip my switch into a mode where I can turn on anti-collision. And position flash, I want that on steady actually, and that's all I need. Nose illumination, I can turn that on if I want to. Okay, that's cool. And at this point we're going to turn on our right engine. I think our APU has already been initiated here, so we're good. What I'm doing is turning on my right engine, and that should start spooling up. Engine start cycle indication is set up. Okay, we're good. So we're going to continue setting up a couple of other things here. We're going to be turning on our IFCC to test, JTRS, or our Joint Tactical Radio System, to on, our CICU to on as well. And we're going to be turning on our TGP and a laser. So I'm going to be walking you through my loadout on this mission as well in a bit, but let me set up the aircraft first. So I'm going to switch my MFDs, or my multi-function displays, to day. And I'm going to set the same thing on the left side here. I'm going to uncage my artificial horizon, which is good. I'm going to set my QNH, which is currently set at 29902. I believe the proper QNH for this airfield or this area is actually 29976. So let's set that up. Okay. That's set up. So we're waiting for our nav to align at this point in time, but we should be good to go in a bit. Okay, so our DDIs or MFDs are on. I always say DDI because that's what they refer to, the screens on an F-18 Hornet. It's an aircraft that I alternately use with this aircraft as well. So I'm going to load the data cartridge that would initiate our weapons and our waypoints and that kind of thing. And that's done. Engine start cycle on the right engine is done. I'm going to now turn on my left engine. Lars Hansen is like the stream. Hey, Lars. Hope you're doing well. Master caution off. Initiate pre-flight built-in test. So I'm going to do that. Patrick Martindale, let's like the stream. Thanks, Martin. Patrick. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's set up. On this side, I need to turn on pitch SAS. In yaw SAS. So that's done. I'm now going to turn on my radios. Mark Turbella has like the stream. Thank you so much. William Alexander has also liked the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys joining me. Switch this to transmit. The other thing that I need to set up here is the radio here. R.A. Abbas has liked the stream. Thank you so much. Set this radio right here, and this radio should be on FM.
Pull up.
And we're gonna set this to transmit as well. So I think we should be good to go there.
Altitude.
And the other things that I need to set up here would be the anti-skid. I need to turn this on, and I need to check my my DDIs now, or my MFDs. So weapons for this particular mission. Oh, sorry. Let me just get rid of this built-in test result. Exit that, and we're good. And switch this to active. So we now have our HUD. Okay, we're good to go. And let's check a couple of things here. So seat is not armed, which means that our ejection seat is not armed. So I need to pull that down, and that's done. So we're just waiting for a nav to align, so I could actually copy that CDU on this MFD right here. So it will be timed as soon as this hits 4.08. So that's what it is. We're gonna initiate our countermeasure suite. Semi. Okay, jammer on, missile warning system on, dispensers are on. We're good. And we're going to set our primary radar warning receiver as well. Okay, so we're good. So let me walk you through our loadout for this mission. It looks like we're going to be using a very simple loadout for this mission. I'm going to turn off the sound first because it's pretty noisy. So we have on this side, on this wingtip, or this wing, on this hard point right here, we have 2X sidewinders. I'm not sure why this campaign always equips me with sidewinders. I haven't really used it apart from that damn mission where there were a couple of helicopters that were encroaching in our area of operations, and I needed to bring them down. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's handy. I just would like to use that for a Maverick or something else a little bit more useful for the mission configuration that we're on, which is pretty much air to ground. And we have 714, 21. I'm terrible at math. So we have, let's just say we have a lot of M151s. So we have what do you call it, high explosive anti-tank rockets on the inner pylons. On this pylon you have the same. The only difference in this pylon is that apart from the sidewinders, we have this radar jammer right here, and we have the advanced precision kill weapon system, which is the M151Ls, or the laser hydras, which is one of my favorite weapons on the A10 Warthog. On our fuselage, we are carrying GBU-54s, which are laser JDAMs, which is good, super useful as well. So let's start configuring those. I don't think I need to configure anything here. I don't have any Mavericks, so I just need to check out the profiles for the GB54s. I need to make sure that's on CCRP mode, and it is. Ashak is now following. Thank you so much, man. Stat and
wind 340 at 6 meters per second.
Unless I got disconnected. Did I get disconnected? Let's see. No, I'm not. I'm good. I think. Okay, so let's go. So request taxi to runway.
Udasi, Hog 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
Let me just fix my seat here.
Hog 1-1. Taxi, clear to taxi to runway 25.
So we're given runway 25. Let's follow this dude.
3, rolling. 4, rolling.
Nose wheel engage, or nose wheel steering engage. Gonna be taxiing in a bit. Okay. It disconnected for a minute, but you're good to go now. Wow, thank you for the feedback, Patrick. This connection is killing me, man. I've done everything. I've hardwired my connection. I used an Ethernet cable, and it's still happening. It might be a an ISP related problem now at this point. Voice acting by Microsoft text-to-speech, said Lars Hansen. No, dude, this mission is actually good. This is the Warthog mission that I've been playing for the longest time, and the voice acting here is top notch. So if you're ever into DCS and you wanted to get into the Warthog or whatever, there's only two campaigns really for this particular mission that are worth it. So the first is this mission, or this campaign, which is called Piercing Fury. The other is called The Enemy Within, which is the same campaign made by a guy named Baltic Dragon, and it's based on a book of the same name called Raven 1. Actually Raven 1 is the campaign for the Hornet, I should say. It's a really good campaign as well. Okay, so we're gonna follow, you know, these guys on a long taxi to runway 25. I'm not sure why ATC gave us runway 25 when runway 07 is right there and I could have been airborne. Annoying. But there must be a reason for that. I mean, Kotasi, which is the airbase we're on, is the main Air Force base, you know, for this sector. So there's, but recently I, you know, got myself into DCS, and you know, it's honestly just a little bit more exciting. I find it therapeutic to blow things up. I mean, X-Plane has its own, I guess, like charm to it. I guess, like when you're just into following procedures and that kind of thing, and making sure that you're familiar with the aircraft systems and the avionics of like an Airbus or like a Boeing or whatever. But man, DCS is something else. I love DCS. And we're doing this long taxi to runway 25. And that was a new parking area assigned to us as well. I mean, typically we're assigned this parking area. Hangry Nidiger asks, is there any campaign that's worth getting for the F-16? No, I don't know, man. If you find any, tell me. I'm actually getting into the F-16. It's hard. I don't know why. I mean, everybody says the F-16 is a pretty simple aircraft to fly. But I am going through the process of button mapping and joystick and axis mapping at the moment, and I couldn't figure things out. So I'm in the tutorial phase, and it's, I don't know. I mean, the control language is much different on the F-16 compared to the F-18 and the A10. At least there are similarities for the F-18 and the A10. Man, the F-16 is a totally different animal. I'll get the hang of it eventually. But man, let me know if you find any. Let me know. Are we there yet? I mean, you guys could speed up, you know. No one's watching us. So if you just joined us, our mission for today is Convoy Escort. Essentially, we're going to be babysitting a couple of, you know, Humvees on a prisoner transport mission, I believe. And if you've watched enough Hollywood movies, you know that the prisoner transport isn't always straightforward. It never is. I swear to God. An accomplice will bust them out. Alright. My controls are flickering. I'm kind of nervous. My computer has a history of crashing for some reason whenever I use like this specific throttle quadrant. I don't have this issue when I use the Thrustmaster, I guess like Airbus edition on X-Plane, but for some reason this is acting up. Iron Spider is now following. I think you followed me on Twitch. I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to build up my community on Twitch, and it's been hard. I am, you know, typically streaming on Facebook. I started there. You guys are your own thing. You have like these things called bits and stuff that are alien to me. It's like virtual currency that you can use to pay me to do weird things. That's what I saw, at least. Anyway, I'm also in YouTube, by the way, guys, and if you're watching me on Facebook, you might want to check YouTube out or Twitch out, because those are the platforms that allow me to stream on 1080p. For some reason, Facebook has limited my streaming, I guess, like a resolution to 720p, which is pretty sad. This is honestly a long taxi. This is annoying. Okay, and again, guys, I'm a newbie streamer. I would really appreciate it if you could share, like, or follow the stream. That would mean so much to me. I would appreciate it. Oh, yes. Okay, finally. So we're turning. I think this is the taxiway we're going to be holding short of runway 25. But I am number 4 on takeoff, which is actually pretty sad. So let me set up my other instruments here. So I'm going to switch to waypoint number 1, which is Seuss, or Susse. I don't know, the voice acting here is inconsistent. Some of the characters refer to the camp as Seuss. Some characters refer to it as Susse. But it is a Georgian, I guess, like area. And that's where the Air Force base is. And, you know, that's where the prisoner transport is going to be originating from. Leslie Legacy is like the stream. Maraming salamat, Leslie Legacy. Okay, so we're going to be holding short here.
2, rolling.
And 2 is rolling. Just lined up on 2.5, and it's going to be taking off. Let's take a look. rotate. Of course, that's the best you can get out of Twitch and YouTube and Facebook as well. I think 1080p 60 FPS is you know, the best it gets. Hangry Nidiger asks, got my TWCS throttle yesterday and I spent like 1,500 hours or 1.5 hours setting it up and still not happy with the access setup. I feel you, man. I mean, part of the fun is setting your equipment up. So cherish that, man. Relish that thing. It's kind of like when you're playing an RPG and you're on the character customization screen. You spend so much time customizing your character, and you only get to see the behind or the back part of your character. It's kind of the same thing. But you're never going to be truly happy with your bindings. Even me, I'm using a native like stick for the Warthog, right? I'm still not happy with it, honestly. Anyways, let's go. Lining up on 2-5. Approach is clear. Of course it will be, because there are aircraft taking off. And we're going to wait for 4 to say that he is wheels up. And then I'm going to follow him. So the procedure for the hog is that you step on your toe brakes, maximize your fans, and then release your toe brakes. And then you should be able to take off. Flaps. Something that I should have done earlier. Of course, wheels up.
You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.8.
Fans, snaps, release toe brakes, and we are rolling. Oh my goodness, you're right! Oh no, Nav! You're right! I can't believe I'm doing this on takeoff. Thank you for reminding me. Totally forgot about that. And I didn't even enable EAC. That's messed up, man. Okay, let's go. This is gonna be a tough mission if I don't set those things up.
2, RTB.
Or wheels up. Don't RTB. Gears up. And we're gonna make a turn now. I'm gonna switch this EAC on and check if I can configure my autopilot. Autopilot is super important. Alright, so we're turning. And we're gonna ask the flight to go finger 4.
Flight, go finger
I
4.
almost didn't align my nav. Thank you so much for reminding me. I mean, you reminded me of takeoff trim, but that's kind of related. So let's go to ASUS. So our goal is to babysit a convoy, and that's a mission that would take a lot of looking at your targeting pod, honestly. And for that purpose, I would need my autopilot, which is only good if you align your nav and turn on your EAC, which I think I did. It worked. Yes, that sweet sound of the autopilot engaging. John and Amorias like the stream, and you have no idea how many times I've forgotten to align my nav and set EAC. Okay, so let's climb. Let's climb to around Angels 8. Actually, Angels 8 is a little bit too high because there's also fog, so we might, our visibility might suffer. Okay, so we're turning here. And our next waypoint is ASUS, or Suse. I'm going to show you guys what that camp looks like in a bit. Shane Dendy is like this room. Thank you so much, Shane. Alright, so let's path hold here and continue to climb. And let's check out the... Okay. The rest of the flight is behind me. ASUS is currently to my 11 o'clock. So let's set up our TGP now. Ground mode. So we're going to be focusing on ASUS, and we're going to be slewing to that location. So that's Camp ASUS, right? So any moment now, a convoy will depart from ASUS, and let me just switch to White Hot here, and then switch to this MFD. So let's just check the camp out. So that's an EPLRS marker.
Hogflight Whiplash 1, tonight's scheduled
We have
convoy
artillery.
has already been delayed multiple times in the last
We have
48
some
hours
Humvees there.
due to the various threat reports we've received regarding imminent attacks in the region. However, this convoy is resupplying coalition forces in the western
Armstrong?
region of the AO who are desperately low on supplies, and it cannot be canceled again. I've requested additional air cover consisting of 2 AH-64 Apaches, call sign Reaper 22, to provide recon and additional CAS in and
Warning,
around
autopilot.
MSR Irish and Seuss. Reaper 22 should be on station once Romeo 7 leaves the wire. No need to acknowledge Whiplash 1 out.
Army APU still on. Oh my goodness, you're right. I got too bored.
Warning, autopilot.
Okay, let's set that up. Amateur hour. So let's first turn off my APU, and then let's turn off my APU generator. Hangry Niddiger, thank you so much. You're saving me from embarrassment on this stream. You're amazing. Anyway, so let's figure out where that convoy is. So it should be here.
All flight, Romeo 7. Comms check. All truck 3. Loadout the tip, Golf 22. Romeo 7 out.
So Romeo 7 is the call sign of the convoy that we are going to be escorting. Let's just do an orbit here. And check for movement. Because I have no idea where they're going to be coming from. Probably should climb a little bit more. This is why you have to have a checklist, guys. I've always thought I could get away without the checklist on DCS. I got super tired of that with X-Plane and commercial aircraft. So, let me check. Okay, I'm at my gimbal limit now. It's probably too tight of a turn.
Whiskey 1, Romeo 7. Departing Foxtrot Sierra.
Okay.
Weapons red. Route to Rally Point, Kilo. MSR Irish. Romeo 7 out.
Another thing that I did forget to turn on is my HMCS. Okay, I'm a little bit too high now. So they said they're departing. I need to check out where they're going. Obviously, I can't see them from here because of the fog. So I probably need to go a little bit lower.
All units, Reaper 22, flight of 2 on station. Visual on Romeo 7, Oscar Mike. Reaper 22 out.
Okay, so look at my targeting pod here. Okay, so let's maintain this altitude. Probably 6,000 feet is good. And let me check for movement there. Who's here? I don't see any. Oh, there they are. I think that's them. It's a convoy right there. There's an EPLRS signal right here. If I zoom in on those guys, I should get them on my okay, there they are. So I have 4X Humvees here. Let me lock onto one of them so I could keep track. Okay, so I have a radar signature here. That's most likely friendly. So I'm just going to be orbiting these guys until they give me instructions. They're holding in this position. They're waiting for anyone? So they're right there. So we're a good distance, so in case we need to run in, we can respond. So we're just gonna keep a wide orbit around the AO. Okay, convoy is moving. So I guess this guy has engine problems. What's going on here? Or is there a scripting issue here that is gonna keep us from playing this campaign? Some of these guys are not on the road. Move it, guys. Okay, so this guy's moving at least. Just need to follow him. Basically, just keep a close eye on these guys, just in case they need close air support. So they're right there, departing from Seuss or Seuss. And we're just gonna maintain a wide orbit. And it looks like they're getting their shit together, at least. So this guy's moving. This guy's parked on the dirt. And now he's moving. Okay. I know that, you know, in this mission, we are also supported by Apaches. So we have... I don't know what these guys are carrying. I know that it's probably like a prisoner or something like that, a prisoner transport. But that's a lot of cast power for you. So you have 4 Warthogs, you have, I guess, 2 Apaches as well. So right there. Let me go a little bit closer so I could get a good orbit going. Okay, so let's turn in this direction. Because I will lose them. Alright, that's good. Maintain that altitude. So I want to make sure that these guys get on their way unimpeded. Maybe scanning ahead would be a good idea. Let's switch to Black Hot and check if there are any hostiles in their path. So they're going to be coming from here. And they're going to be passing through here. Okay, let's check this area out. There might be some foot mobiles. Okay, so let's fix our orbit now. Let's go straight line here. Switching to White Hot again. Actually, it's a horrible view. Let's maintain this. Lead Humvee. Okay, so they're right there. Let's throttle down a little bit here. Okay, so here is the lead Humvee. I think I could do a point track on this guy. Wait, point track is not doing anything. Come on, man. There we go. It's an easier way to follow him. So we're currently now at my 3 o'clock. Okay, so let's turn a little bit here to maintain my altitude. Keep on following these guys. Scout ahead the road. There's a couple of structures here. I want to check if there are any foot mobiles there. I don't see anything. But I don't have the X-ray vision. Somebody could be inside those structures. Let's scout further up ahead. Okay, that is a church right there. Is that a church? Factory. It's a factory. And thank you so much, Happy Nigger. What do you call this? That's the reason why my hog was climbing too slow. My AP was on. And I didn't realize it affected that. Okay, so the convoy is right there. It's, they're currently at my 3 o'clock, and I'm going to keep them there. And let's see. Okay, so there's the convoy. I see them now. Lead Humvee. The point track is not activating for some reason. It's okay. So keep a close eye on these guys. Okay, so let's fix our bank here. Ease up on the bank a little bit so I could keep them on this side. Okay, so let's fly straight path for now.
Whiskey 1, Romeo 7, past 5 point kilo, status green, Romeo 7 out.
Okay, so far nothing's happening in this babysitting mission. Again, if you just joined us, we are tasked with convoy protection. And this guy is flying drunk again. This was the same guy who crashed into me on landing on one of my missions, if you guys remember that, or if you've been following me on my streams. Okay, so Humvee's cruising along nicely there. So they're still in my TGP here. Scout ahead again for these guys. Further up the road. What is this guy doing? Man! Look at this Blue Angel right here. Okay, so there's a convoy. I see them. Daniel Gillum has liked the stream. Thank you so much, sir. Alright, so they're cruising along nicely. They're kind of on my 4 o'clock now, so I'm going to need to back now so I can maintain them.
Warning, autopilot. Warning, autopilot.
Okay, so let's follow them. I still see them. Nothing's going on right now, so that's good. Okay, actually, you know, you guys, just do a trail formation for me.
Flight, go trail.
Okay, so there they are. Still looking at them through my targeting pod right here. There's the Apache, and so they have additional support from these gunships right here. Honestly, I feel like this cast complement is overkill. You have Apaches, you have Hogs, but I guess they have experience like being ambushed in this location. They did say that in the briefing. There's a lot of ambush happening in this area. Or ambush incidents happening in this area. So there's the lead Humvee right there. We're still keeping an eye on him. There he is right there. Okay, so let's take a look at these guys again. Scout further up the road. Intersection right here looks sketchy. A couple of structures here, but I don't see anything. I don't see any foot mobiles, at least from this angle. So let me back now. So I can keep them in my view. Okay, they're right there. Straight a little bit too far there. Alright. Straighten up. There's the lead Humvee approaching the intersection. I'm getting fog. This is not good. Okay, I barely see anything. So let's fucking dive a little bit here, guys. Okay, so there they are. Okay, here we go. It's a good position. Tracking this Humvee right here. Well, if the ambush is so big of a concern, you'd think they'd assign more metal on the ground instead of tin-plated Humvees. Right? I mean, load them on an IFV. Okay, so this Humvee's approaching this intersection right here. Or you know what? You could, there's this thing called flight. You could load them on an airplane or a helicopter. Maybe that would be a more efficient way of transporting people. Alright, so this Humvee's approaching this intersection right here. And we're supposed to babysit them until they get to their destination. I'm waiting for shit to go down. That's what I'm waiting for. Because shit always goes down. What kind of shit? I don't know. Alright, so tracking this Humvee right here. Again, unimpeded so far. And just taking a look at my 3 o'clock here for situational awareness. I'm not even sure where I am. I'm always hunkered down on my TGP whenever I fly the Hog.
Contact target, 3 o'clock, point 3.
Somebody has identified a target.
Contact right.
Oh, shoot!
Fire. Stress on the kill zone. Not stop. Break. Cast flight. Lookout 7. Read engage main tango. Break. Blue flash 1. Lookout 7. Contact. Alarm fire.
IED.
0494. 8741. Truck 1 and 2 are status.
Oh man, one of the Humvees, sir.
Unknown TIA. Location updated. Forward tracker. Push 5 Fort Juliet.
Warning, autopilot.
Switching to guns. I'm not sure if I'm hitting anything here. Shooting in the general direction that they're shooting from. And I almost shot down that Apache.
Units Reaper 2-2, visual on enemy troops in the open. Beginning rocket run south to north at this time. Reaper 2-2 out.
So Reaper 2-2 are the Apaches, but I think I took down a couple of infantry units there. So that's good. So let's go back into orbit here. So that guy just like... Oh man. So I think a Humvee got blown up by an IED. Is that what happened? Let's climb here. I know. Okay, so let's check that out. Where are they? Now I lost my my convoy. There they are. So let me move this sensor to this direction, and let's keep them at my 3 o'clock position so I could be within my gimbal limits for my TGP, and I could keep track of them. Okay, so there they are. I know, Jesus, just increase the throttle, man. Come on. Okay, Humvee, where are you? Did I lose you guys? So Reaper 2-2 is there, so I don't think anyone would dare pop out anymore. Okay, Humvee inside. Okay, there's still 4 of them, so I think none of them really got damaged. Or they might have been damaged because in the radio chatter I heard that there were you know, KIA.
Warning, autopilot.
So let's just track this guy right here again. That's interesting. Okay, so let's keep him here. Keep a tighter orbit. So we have a VBIED?
Shit, fucking VBID. Open fire.
Where?
Warning, autopilot.
If anyone has visual, go ahead and do it, man. Engage ground targets.
Flight. Engage targets of
I'm gonna
opportunity.
climb around Angels 5 here so I can get a better view. But they are firing over there, so
Engaging target.
let me see.
2. Rejoin.
Oh, somebody blew him up already. That dude's gone. Probably one of the Apaches blew him up. Okay, that's nice. That's great. So let me
Whiplash 1, Romeo 7. We had a VBID attack at coordinates 03158866. Enemy vehicle is down to ETA. Status same as last report. Still pushing RP Juliet. Romeo 7 out.
And these guys are not stopping for anything. They run through that rubble and flame. That's how you do it, man. Okay, so let's run parallel to them.
Foxtrot Sierra, Tower 4. You've had a strategic collision at the northwest corner of the pit. Multiple coalition casualties. Entire northwest wall.
So shit's going down.
Part of the shoe has been damaged. We have a massive ride in the pit. We are taking fire before
Warning,
outside the
autopilot.
pit. We are using diesel on the detainees when they will overtake us. What?
What's going on? This radio chatter is crazy.
Tower 6 is reporting a group of 8 dismissed detainees running due west of the pit.
Fox 3. Contact forward target. 8 o'clock.
All units, Whiplash 1. Foxtrot
That's
Sierra
not good.
is under attack. I say again,
What?
Foxtrot Sierra is under attack. Disregard your current mission. Head to Foxtrot Sierra now. The northwest perimeter of the FOB has been destroyed by a VBIED. Hostile forces consisting of foot mobiles and light armored vehicles are attacking from the northwest.
So should I abandon
and
these
west
guys?
of the tip perimeter. Take them out. Cleared hot.
Okay.
Say again, cleared hot. We also have reports of an escape
Warning,
by 8 to 10
autopilot.
high-value detainees last seen heading west from the tip. Shit's hit the fan, gentlemen. More to follow. Whiplash 1
I mean, that's what I heard. They said to abandon the mission and go back to ASUS, right? So let's slew our target there, or targeting pod there. ASUS, and check out what's going on there. So we're just going back to the origin of the convoy, because apparently there is an VBIED attack in the perimeter, and I think there are prisoners escaping. Okay, I see tracer fire there.
Contact armored target, 3 o'clock, port 6.
It's definitely going down there, so let's see. Wide. Let me check out targets for us here. I am seeing multiple foot mobiles here.
Foxtrot Sierra, just tip ops 1. We had BBID explode on northwest perimeter of the tip. We have released 12 coalition casualties. Our perimeter has been breached. 3 of our guard towers are severely damaged. We have reports that 8 to 10 detainees from Compound 6 have escaped, fleeing west. We are being ambushed by foot mobiles and light armored vehicles from outside the perimeter in the northwest and west. The tip has erupted in riots. Your weapons red. We're lethal to prevent any other escapes. Get these enemy forces off our ass to the northwest and west flanks. We will conduct a head count as soon as we get this goddamn riot stopped. Tip ops 1 out.
Firing my laser on this guy, and let's dive in on him. Hopefully I can keep in on my my TGP here. Come on, let's do it. It's super close. Laser, laser.
Pull up, pull up.
Missed him. Oh, and they're firing on me.
Altitude, altitude.
I missed him with the M151L. Let's go back around. Man, that got intense pretty quickly. I was getting bored with that mission, or with this mission. Let's try again. Okay, so where are those vehicles? I think the vehicles would be my primary concern, wouldn't it? So I'm in my gimbal limit, so or outside my gimbal limit. Let me turn in. There's also a huge concentration of infantry there, apparently. So let's get these guys. I think they've taken up position there in that area. So let me get them one by one. So let's pick them off, and I might drop a bomb on those foot mobiles right there as well. So let me zoom in on these guys. Okay, I see one. Looks like an IFV. One track. Okay, let's turn in on this guy. And let me use an APWKS here, or APKWS, I should say. See this guy right here? Laser firing. Let's see if I can get him. Rifle. Shacked. Shacked one IFV. So, let's see. There are other targets here. So I shacked one of those, either a BTR or a BMP. I didn't have a visual ID on it, but I know that's hostile. Let's check. In fact, I need the flight to engage infantry at this point.
Flight, engage infantry.
So let's do another run in here. Let me do this guy right here instead of SP, because I know that there's a vehicle right there. Okay. So let's turn in on him. I see you. I don't see you. That was a mistake. Are you here? Oh, there you are. He's hiding. Okay, so let's get him. It's gonna be a tight turn. Point track laser active. Hopefully the trees don't mess my plan up here. And a rifle. Get him, get him. Yes!
Pull up,
Shack.
pull up.
It's a BTR 80. I'm gonna do another run. That guy's done. Alright. So
Running in.
let's take care of that other BTR, and the rest of the flight is taking care of infantry. So Brent Oloroso asks me, Sir Flight Sim, can you fly the Boeing 737? I cannot, unfortunately. I tried, but it's too different. The design or the control language is too different. I can fly Airbuses, no problem. I can fly the A350. I can fly the A320, A321, and the A319, but I can't, for the life of me, fly a Boeing. I'm pretty sure it's fun. I know I did try to fly it, you know, back when I was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Okay, so infantry here. Let me just thin these guys out, so I can help out with the situation right here.
Running in.
Okay, 8 Avenger.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Destroyed some infantry there. Let's pull up and escape, and let's take care of that last BTR.
Bombs away.
Kaldagan challenge, says Rain Sambilay. Oh man,
Contact. Target 2 o'clock.
you young ones and your memes and
Whiplash 1, Uniform 1, we have visual on 2 small jeeps heading south from an apartment block just west
What
of
now?
the TIF. This was the last known location of the escaped detainees. We will be keeping visual. Uniform 1 out.
Flight Whiplash 1, break off from CAS and get eyes on those 2 jeeps. Last report
So we
was the
abandoned
2
mission
jeeps
again?
were heading south from an apartment
I see them.
block, which is located just west
smoke
of the
trails
TIF.
right there.
Conduct surveillance, maintain higher altitude. Do not engage. I say again, do not engage. Don't spook them. Break.
Hey, firm.
If these are in fact the escaped detainees, they could lead us to the motherboard. The FOB attack was well coordinated, and we have reports that many terrorist organizations and tribes, which are usually at each other's throats, had joined forces in the raid. We
Okay.
need to find the mastermind. He might be the next UBL in the region. Whiplash 1 out.
I got you. So, I think our job is to follow these 2 escaped convicts, or whatever you call them.
Running in.
And what I heard from the radio chatter is our hope is that they will lead us to the mastermind of this breakout that happened here. So I see them. I got them on the railroad tracks. So they're escaping to that direction right here. The instruction is for us to maintain a higher altitude, so I'll do that. Okay, so let me run in parallel with them. And I need to follow
4 bombs away.
follow them to wherever these guys are going. And again, for some reason, my point track is not working, which is annoying because my targeting pod should just be able to lock onto them. If any of you are watching and are familiar with the hog, let me know if I'm doing anything incorrectly here.
Bombs away.
I see them though, so they're there somewhere.
Hog Flight, Whiplash 1, this is Uniform 1. Target vehicles heading east, southeast on railroad tracks. Uniform 1 out.
7 running in.
Okay, I see them. So let me just maintain this altitude right here.
3 engaging primary. 3 rejoin.
Okay, so let's maintain this altitude and we'll run parallel to them. Slow down a little bit so I can maintain an orbit. But I do see in there, the rest of the flight is clearing out what's left of that infantry. I did shack, 2 IFVs already and thinned out, some of
2 bombs away.
the foot mobiles that we saw. Looks like it's just because it's a foggy morning. Do you think so, Hand Grenadier? I mean, it's pretty clear in my TGP. For some reason, my point track isn't working. And I have to manually slew my targeting pod to follow them around. Okay, so let's
Target destroyed.
keep an eye on these guys, wherever these guys are going.
2 rejoin.
I hate this. Let's bank here and altitude hold. Switching to, there we go. Switching to White Hot. Right there. Mukhang A10, Rain Sambilay says. Yes, because there's a good reason why it looks like an A10. Because it is an A10. This is an A10 Warthog. Okay, so where are you guys headed? So we just need to figure out where these guys are going. And most likely the order will be to blow it up. I don't know why we could just blow them up right now. And we're not exactly being stealthy here. We're at Angel's... What? Angel 6. The A10 is not... it's not a quiet aircraft. Also, I think your exterior lights are on, said Hangry Niddiger. You're right. It's a stealth mission. What am I doing? Get a load of Hangry Niddiger, though. These guys saving me from a lot of embarrassment on this stream. Appreciate you, man. Exterior lights are off, and we're tracking these dudes. I don't know where these guys are going, but we're supposed to follow them. So they're in that area right there to my 3 o'clock. So if you just joined us on this stream, it's called Bugout. It's a mission within the Piercing Fury campaign of the A10 Warthog. Our job was to babysit a convoy, and you know, that obviously turned south, or went south. And what happened was there was a jailbreak.
With Flash 1, this is Uniform 1. Target vehicles have turned onto MSR Tampa and are heading southwest. Uniform 1 out.
Confirm? Yeah, I mean, and then we were asked to abandon, you know, our babysitting mission, and there were a couple of incidents there as well involving an IED, a VB IED, and that kind of thing. So it's pretty exciting. And then that prison breakout, you know, situation that they had saw us eliminating a couple of armored targets, a couple of infantry, and now we're following these guys who successfully escaped. Because I think what Whiplash said, who is our ground commander, is that they may lead us to the masterminds of that assault. So following them, and let me do a point track here. I'm gonna keep on following these guys. Just make my turn here. Some I might miss them. Let's do a tighter orbit, or a wider orbit, I should say, so I could keep track of these guys. So they should be here somewhere. And there they are. See them? They're traveling that direction right there, continuing down this road. And hopefully they lead me to somewhere good. They're entering an industrial area right here. So they're right there. So let me just track here. I'm gonna lose them through these woods. Okay. Isn't this campaign supposed to be for the classic version of the A10C? It was, and then somebody ported it over DCS Frost. And I really love it. I think between this and Enemy Within, I think I prefer this, you know, for some reason. I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that, but Enemy Within is also very good, I guess, a campaign. But I'm glad somebody ported this over. I would say that there are scripting errors. I mean, if you followed my stream, what happened was, like, there were a lot of missions where the triggers weren't working correctly, and, you know, some of the triggers were bugged. So I had to skip a couple of those missions. Yeah, it's in user files, DCS Frost. That's exactly where you find it. Okay, am I losing these guys? Okay, so I'm about to reach my gimbal limit here, so let me do a bank here. Looks like they're turning.
This is Uniform 1. Target vehicles have turned off of MSR Tampa and are heading south-southeast into a residential area. Uniform 1 out.
You guys better reach your destination because I have a meeting in about 40 minutes. Seriously, where are you guys going? Okay. Here we go. So we're tracking these dudes. They're to my 3 o'clock. You better get to your point, huh, dude. Point track's working. Oh, it's not working. It's probably because of the fog. Hangry Niddiger was right. It might be because of the fog, and I'm getting some fog here, which is not good. Switch to white hot so I can get better visibility here. So to keep these guys in this position so I can follow them. You better get to where you're going. Okay. Okay, I lost him. Want to be around this area right here. Okay, so let's do a tighter bank. I got him. There they are. I am losing them. I suck at this tracking thing without my point track. And now I need to go lose them for a moment while I go fix my orbit. I last saw them right there. Hope they're still there. And I lost them. Let me check. My search area right here. There they are. Got me worried for a second there. Let me slow down a little bit there, or throttle down a little bit. I think you can display the TGP image on the HMD somehow. You can, but the fidelity is awful. So let me show you how that goes. So if I hit my I don't know what it's called. Who knows? It's just awful. Look at that resolution. So I don't use it. More Berting, said Dolores Hansen. I can't. Didn't you hear Whiplash? Whiplash said, do not engage. And he sounded pretty authoritative, so I think it's in our best interest to follow him. Okay. I think this is a good altitude. And are these guys taking a joyride? Okay, so it looks like they're going up this... Okay, so this is the end of the road. I don't think they're going anywhere else. It's time to blow you guys up. The point track finally engaged. There we go. Now I can just like ease up a little bit. Vape. Maybe do some emails.
House flight with Flash 1, this is Uniform 1. Target vehicles have stopped. We have 8 personnel departing the vehicles and heading south on foot. All personnel have now stopped at the end of the road. Uniform 1 out.
We have foot mobiles. Are they getting carjacked? That'd be super funny if we're just getting carjacked.
With Flash 1, this
They just busted out of jail.
Up a radar contact southeast of the target vehicle location. Appears to be a low-flying helicopter, possibly an Mi-24. Personnel still stationary. Uniform 1 out.
So we have an Mi-24. A Hind D.
Hogflight Whiplash 1, keep eyes on the helo, follow but do not engage at this time.
What do you want me to do, Whiplash?
Maintain higher altitude, don't spook him. We have a UAV overhead, visual on the chopper. Whiplash 1 out.
Warning, autopilot.
Where is the chopper? Okay, so let's check out the chopper. It most likely is going to land here in this location. I seriously have a meeting, you terrorists. Or whatever you are. But I'm sure they'd understand. I could miss that meeting. Time to send freedom bombs, said Ransom Belay. Not yet. Whiplash said hold fire. Okay, so I'm tracking these guys right here. They're standing around menacingly. They're right there. And I'm a little bit too high. I might want to go down. Or dive down a little bit.
Warning, autopilot.
Let's... Okay, I see a chopper as well. I am blind! There we go. Let's maintain this altitude because it's a little bit cloudy. So I see an Mi-24 there.
Flight with Flash 1, this is Uniform 1. Unknown helicopter has landed and 8 personnel from the target vehicles are boarding. Confirmation on Mi-24. Uniform 1 out.
Okay, so it looks like they're boarding it. These guys are fucking idiots, I swear to God. You spent a lot of time to meet a helicopter. Like, you spent a lot of time on the road, driving around, and there were plenty of open fields everywhere, but you chose, like, this super cramped location to be picked up by a helicopter to go to another location. Okay? Makes perfect sense. Now I need to track a helicopter with my TGP, which is not tracking, which is not engaging point track for some reason. And, this is gonna be tough. So I need to track this dude. Let me cheat a little bit here and turn on labels. Because I'm not gonna be able to track that guy, honestly. There he is. Come on, do me a solid, man.
Hog flight, climb to Angels 12, do not engage the helo, keep eyes on, and then wait for further instructions. Hog 1 out.
Roger. I guess.
2 copies.
Angels 12. How am I gonna be able to keep up with him?
4 copies.
Jesus Christ, man. Okay, let's see. So I guess that's him. And Whiplash is asking me to climb to Angels 12. And now I lost him. There he is. Okay.
Warning, autopilot.
You're the boss, Whiplash. Let's just keep our targeting pod in this general direction. Track it with a missile, said Ransom Belay. I like the setup in feet. You know you love my feet. You can't even see my feet, dude. Do you mean my legs? My legs are awesome. Said YTs. And I lost him. Honestly, he's here somewhere. Both are fine, said YTs. Thank you so much. If you pay me money, I'll show you more. Wait, am I streaming on OnlyFans too? I know I'm only streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I think I've seen them. Honestly, Whiplash, Angels 12 is crazy high. I'm not going to be able to track this dude. Okay, but I see him right there. Right now, all I see are clouds. But I guess let me climb to a higher altitude and hopefully this cloud cover clears out. I'm going to need to track him and find him later on. But they do have a UAV following him anyway, so... Okay. Angel 7. I'm going to cheat a little bit here and turn on, dot labels. So there we go. So I worked too hard on this mission. Point track works! Laser! Point track finally works! Where are you going? Alright, let's climb to Angels 12. Okay, so point track is working. It is good. But now the clouds obscured my vision. So let's climb. I'm currently at Angels 9. Angels 10, or about to pass Angels 10 at least. He is below me at this point. It's a really bad position. Ryakino has liked the stream. Maraming salamat, Ryakino. Am I still tracking anyone? I'm like really high right now. Okay, Angels 10.7. I have no idea where the guy is. It looks like my point track was able to track him though. It's pretty cool. 11, Angels 11. He is right there. I know I'm tracking him because I can see the dot on the label. And yes, you are not going to escape us. Hey, luck with the AA mode, or did you just left it at AG mode? Said Hand Grenade River. What do you mean, man? I've never engaged AA mode. Oh no! See what you did? You distracted me. There we go. Sorry. No, I didn't engage AA mode at all, man. I just engaged AG. I don't think the Hog has an AA mode, does it? Now I lost it. Where it is? Where are we going? He's underneath me. Oh, there he is. Let me just orbit here now, because I'm high enough anyway. I meant the TGP's AA mode. No. I don't even know it has an AA mode. Is there? What do I press? Don't hold out on me, man. What do you press? So I'm still tracking this Mi-24 right here. I engage altitude hold here so I can orbit. I'm pretty high, and my PGP could track him, from here, from where I am. So I'm tracking that helicopter right here. The instruction from Whiplash is to follow him where he's going. And I see him. Not gonna escape us. Okay, so let's see where these guys are going. So this is a long, convoluted mission. These guys are the type of guys who would plan intricate, like, super villain level plans when they could just have went to where they were going with the truck. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they have a purpose. I don't understand bad guy logic. Top 4th OSB button said it has an AA label under it currently. Oh my god, I didn't even know that exists. That's insane. Thank you so much. But it's tracking currently, so I don't want to mess it up. Now it's not. There, see, it's tracking. It's fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Alright, so we're tracking this guy. Actually, let me give that a try right now. That's actually pretty cool. And now it's gone. Thank you so much. And I lost him. Anyway, whatever. So I'm gonna wait for the MGRS coordinates for this guy, I guess. I guess I lost him because Hangry Niddiger convinced me to try AA mode. But let me track him. It's probably here somewhere. It's gonna be difficult to track him at Angels 12, honestly. But if I remember correctly, I should be given MGRS coordinates here when they land anyway. So let me just, dive under cloud cover. Because this is really high, honestly. I'm not going to be able to track anything from here. Yeah, it just might be bore sight as soon as the switch, though. Well, that would be information that would be super useful before I pressed it. Okay, whatever. Let's dive down.
Warning, autopilot.
I don't care what Whiplash says. I'm unable to fulfill my mission this way. I'll need to track that guy down. But if I remember correctly, when I played this campaign before, I would be given MGRS coordinates anyway. So whether or not I lose that chopper, the UAV operator will give me like a grid reference for it. So let's just dive here. And hopefully I can still catch him. It did go on bore sight, but that's probably super helpful when I'm tracking anti-air airborne threats or bandits. But honestly, do we even need that? I mean, the only AA weapon that the Hog has is a Sidewinder, and it has a reticle like on the bore sight, and I can pretty much just like shoot anything down there. I guess if you want like to PID like a target before engaging, that might be useful. So let me just dive here under around Angel 7 or Angel 6, because honestly this isn't working out for me. All these clouds. We're back at the vicinity of Susei. And I'm just going to be climbing to Angels 12 as soon as we get better situational awareness and we have targeting coordinates. But let's patrol in that area over there. Okay, if you just joined us, we are at the latter part of. I hope so. I mean, I don't remember this really well. I played this in the early days of playing the Warthog. We are at the latter part of like an escort mission. So we were supposed to escort a couple of Humvees. They got attacked by an IED and a VBIED. There was a prison riot that resulted in a couple of I guess like prisoners breaking out of Camp Seuss, which is that camp 2 hour 6. And then we destroyed a couple of the attackers' what do you call this, like vehicles or IFVs. And then there were a couple of high profile or high value I guess like prisoners that escaped. Our task was then to follow them around in this map. They ended up at on the side of the road, and they boarded a
Flight
helicopter.
with Flash 1, this is Uniform 1. The MI-24 has landed at coordinates 32438734226. The Tangos are exiting the helo. We have several unknown personnel standing by the LZ. Uniform 1 out.
What? I didn't catch that.
Hogfly Whiplash 1,
Oh, there we go.
green light. You are weapons free. I say again, weapons
We're
free.
about to deliver some
Neutralize
freedom here.
all personnel at the LZ,
38 Tango,
including
Lima
that
Mike.
hind. We've got coordinates for the
3, 2,
location.
4, 3,
Give them hell. Whiplash 1 out.
7, 3, 4, 2, 6. All right, so let's do an altitude hold here, and we're gonna configure the the CDU to accept that MGRS coordinate, and see if we got that right. They're recommending a GBU 38 on the helo. I don't have GBU 38s. I don't know what these guys are on. 38 Tango Lima Mike. 32438 73426. Roger. So we're gonna switch to our CDU right here. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to need to set this to waypoint. Click waypoint right here. And this is a UTM because it's an MGRS, Military Grid Reference System. 38 Tango, affirm. And Lima Mike 32438 438 32438 73426 73426. Lima Mike 324 387 3426. Okay, so let's mark this as, or sorry, let's mark this as helo and specify it as waypoint number 3. Alrighty, so 3 helo, specify that as sensor point of interest, and my TGP went into a gimbal roll, so let's reset it. I'm switching to night mode for now for better visibility, and my target should be right there, so they're pretty far. Okay, let me climb to around Angels 8 here.
Warning,
I'm gonna all my
autopilot.
sensors to that location right there, and that's where the helo should be. I can't see them right now. Path hold. Recommend GBU 38. I do not have GBU 38, but I have something better. I have a GBU 54. So I'm going to set up a GBU 54 right now. And what we're going to be doing is that we are going to look at this location right here, and hopefully they are right with their coordinates. And other previous menu. I told you Angels 12 is not going to work. So
Warning, autopilot.
it looks like we're going to go a little bit lower than Angels 12 for this drop. Probably this altitude in the cloud cover. I don't see a helicopter here, honestly. Ooh, maybe it's there. Narrow. I can't see anything. It might be between these trees right here. So let me get a little bit closer. I'm pretty far, honestly. Okay, so let's climb here.
Warning, autopilot.
Let me go to this bomb drop guide right here, so I can be prepared to launch my GBU 54s. Path hold. Current target is Muggy Mo. I'm trying to get this. Will take a while to learn, bro. Dude, start learning. It's fun to learn it. It's really, even though it's hard, I mean, the fulfillment you get out of mastering it is great. I mean, I'm not exactly mastering it yet, but at the same time, it's pretty fun, honestly. That coordinate is wrong. There is no helicopter here. Is this mission bug? I'm pretty sure I inputted that correctly. Okay, so let's do that again. What we're going to do is we are going to specify helo as the speed. Splew our target right there. specify this as my sensor point of interest. Tracking helo in this location. I don't see a helo, honestly. So let me go down
Warning,
a little bit
autopilot.
lower here. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to need to recheck the MGRS coordinates that were given to me. This was originally a mission for the original Warthog, as DCS Frost originally stated. So I would need to find the right, I guess, the configuration for it. So that F-18 Hornet you'll be flying, be looking crazy, said Mugmo. Yeah, Mugmo. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool.
Warning, autopilot.
Depends on what you really like. I like to vary it because the F-18 Hornet is great, but at the same time, I want to get like up close sometimes, and you know, that's what the Warthog allows you to do. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so Lima Mike at 32438 73426. Okay, so let's try another speed. 38 Tango. Maybe I should put that because maybe that was bugged. So I'm gonna put 38 Tango here, and Lima Mike, and 32438. 32438. Let's confirm that. It's 32438, and we have 73426. 73426. Okay, so let's specify this as H1 because I'm lazy. Specify that as waypoint 4, and there we go. And I'm gonna specify that as SP. And I am going to set that as my point of interest. Okay, so it looks like I think I might have inputted that wrong. So let's head back up to that direction right here. So I am seeing like that waypoint is 20 miles away. So switching to nav mode for now. And let's go to that location right there. So it's telling me that the helicopter is right there. It's more likely that he's there, because he did travel very far, from my location earlier. So let me just do it's amateur night tonight, guys. Sorry about that. So actually, let's do a path and altitude hold at this point, because I don't want to climb higher than Angel 6.5 or whatever. Okay, so we're currently 18 miles to target. If I did this correctly, the helicopter will be there, and we're going to be delivering some freedom in a bit. Enoch Westgard, yes sir. This is the A10 Warthog. My meeting is in like 15 minutes. Let me just write an email and tell them I'll be late. So, they're saying that it's there, 20 miles away. Okay.
Warning, autopilot.
Let us dive a little bit more because clouds are crazy. There we go. Angel 6.4. I'm going to switch to CCRP mode now. Confirming that I've selected a GBU54, switching to night mode here. On my HUD, I'm going to switch to night mode too. Turning on my lighting as well. To instruments, consoles, flight instruments, some flood. Okay. I like that you have the right priorities, said Lars Hansen. Of course! Of course I have the right priorities. I've been chasing these terrorists for the past, what, hour? I'm not gonna get a little meeting get in the way for that, of that. So, here we go. My trim is messed up for some reason. So let me just fix that. There we go. I don't know, man. Is that really the place? Let's see. Slewed all my sensors to that location. It looks like it's gonna be there. Hopefully it's gonna be there. It looks like the kind of neighborhood like a terrorist would choose to land a helicopter because it's super inconspicuous. Residential neighborhood. Let's do that. I'm going to be in range in a bit, but I still don't have a visual. Let me zoom in. They are most likely in that clearing. I see it! I see it! Yes! So if you look at that, that's a helo right there. Fuck you up, son. All right, GB54. I'll need to be really close. Okay, let's climb.
Warning, autopilot.
Guess I don't see. Oh no, there's cloud cover. It's probably Angel 7. So I see the helicopter there with a couple of guards or whatever. Those were the dudes that took a joyride around town after busting out of prison. Okay, engaging autopilot. Altitude and heading mode on. We are not in range yet. We are about to be. Currently 4.4 miles to target. So I just want to make sure that I am lasing this target. We're not in range yet. We're about to be. And I'll be deploying my GB54s in a bit. Zooming out a little bit here. And I am getting clouds. That is not good. So let's disengage autopilot here and dive a little bit so I can get more better visibility. And then engage autopilot again. Okay, so let's do this. I should be in range right now. Level wings. And pickle. Why not? Why is it not deploying? No! I'm missing
Warning,
my window!
autopilot.
Ah, what the hell? There we go. GB54 away. Should hit that. GB54 destroyed the Mi-24 and took out a couple of paratroopers and some infantry as well.
All flights, Whiplash 1.
Rounds on target.
Outstanding
Good
job.
hits.
We still have control of the FOB and the region thanks
All
to your
right.
folks today, gentlemen. However, we
Hell
did
yeah.
lose some brave men and women. We have weakened the terrorist stranglehold in the region and sent a lot of dirtbags to meet Allah. With the new intel gathered today, we'll be striking deeper into the tribal regions, and in the days, weeks,
Finally.
and months to come, we'll be striking directly at the terrorist leadership in the region. RTB, get some chow
we're
rest.
RTB.
We'll be busy as hell in the next few months. The battle was won today, but the war is far from over. Proud Papa. Whiplash 1 out.
Okay, so let's spin this chart for Kotasi. And use our divert. Actually, let me turn on my helmet mounted queuing system now. And we're going to use function 2 and switch to CBU on this MFD. Divert to Kotasi, which is our home base. TACAN is 4-4. Transmit and receive. And 109.75 if I remember correctly. And we need to turn the ILS on. ILS here, enable. Okay, let's go home.
Warning, autopilot.
Finally able to find those dudes. I don't know what I did differently. I mean, I just inputted like the main, I guess coordinate of the grid, let's say 38 Tango. I was able to track it. So good news is that we're close to base. I already sent the meeting cancellation, which is sad. Well, we'll get to it in a bit. 27 miles to Kotasi. I'm gonna call inbound now. 5, Kotasi, inbound.
Kotasi, Hawk 1-1, inbound.
Niner 58.
Warning, autopilot.
Okay, so we're assigned to runway 25, so my ILS is not gonna be useful to us. Okay.
Flight, anchor here.
So I'm gonna have my flight anchor at this point in time because you have this tendency to get in the way of landing.
Warning, autopilot.
Runway 25 should be here somewhere. Actually, let me check the course for 25. For 25, your initial approach or final approach would be 248. Works. Now let's fence in. Exterior lighting on. Landing lights on. Master arm off. Laser off. Should be off. Should be good.
Warning, autopilot.
If you just joined us, we just completed a successful mission. The original mission was to escort a couple of, I guess, prisoner transport Humvees. And we were able to fend off an attack on a prison after a breakout occurred. We tracked down several high-value targets. We tracked more high-value targets after they took a joyride around town, and basically was transported to a location by a helicopter where we killed one of the top, I guess, like, I don't know, I didn't hear the radio chatter, underbosses in the area, I would say. Runway in sight. Let's configure for landing. Speed brakes. Fall down. Fix my trim. On the music for now. And let's get this bird on the ground. ETC. Utasi. Just preparing that. Gear down. I'm still at 182, that's too fast. Runway in sight. Throttling down a little bit more. Half flaps. Fix the trim a little bit here. On speed. 8.5 miles. This is what you're doing. This is what's going to happen if you are emailing at the same time. So let's do a path hold, if that's even possible. Okay, so just sent that email. And I did say that we're going to make it after all, guys. Jokes on you. Okay. Now I've gone way below glide slope. We have some crosswind.
Hawk 1-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower.
I'll play some rudder here. I'm probably crabbing wildly here. Yep. This wind's crazy, man.
Warning, autopilot.
Okay. There we go.
Altitude, altitude.
This is some good crosswind near the ground.
Hawk 1-1. Kataisi, check landing gear. Wind 340 at 6 meters per second. Runway 25.
Roger. Ready for landing. There we go. Crosswind correction there with some rudder. Adjusting a little bit. Alright. And some flare. Kill the throttle. Touchdown. Full speed brakes. Right down. Alright, we're good to go. So I think exit here, this junction right here. Engaging my nose wheel steering.
Hawk 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Okay, mission accomplished. But thank you so much for joining me on this stream, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, that was a little bit complicated. I forgot a couple of your procedures on takeoff. You know, thank you for reminding me. I forgot your name, dude. Hangry Niddiger. Oh no! What's going on? No! I was on another window. No! No! We were landed. Oh my god! But you get it. I'm in a rush. I need to get into a meeting. I was focused on another window. My controls weren't working, and then we flipped over. That's always what happens in this stream. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. I really appreciate all of you. I hope I could catch you on the next stream, though, and hopefully, we could fly more Hornet missions in the future. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow, and I promise I'm not gonna be as distracted as this. And hopefully, I could provide with better quality content. Well, I would argue that this is quality content because it's funny as well, at least to me. Well, again, thank you so much, and I will see you again on my next stream. My name is Mike, and again, this is Flight Sim. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day.